It's Beauty Tiff and welcome to my channel. Beep. This is my first video. I wanted to start this YouTube channel for about a month now. I am very passionate about really good products. You know, whenever I get some crappy product, I'm just so disappointed because I spent all my money on it. So I wanted to make a YouTube channel and let people know, like, hey, this is the shit to get. For my first video, I do have a lot of makeup that I am willing to test out, and I'm not getting paid for any of this, obviously. It's just my personal hobby and love. I'm not gonna do like tutorials or anything like that because I do my makeup the way I want to do my makeup, and I don't need anybody else to judge me on how, you contour, do your eyebrows, or whatever. Started with this video, I'm going to be reviewing Kylie Cosmetics, and I really love her lipsticks. That's what she's known for, whatever, the Kylie Jenner lips. I'm actually wearing Exposed right now, but I see you. But I'm not going to be reviewing the lipsticks today because that would be a really long video. So I'm going to be reviewing some of her eyeshadows. So I have two of her eyeshadow palettes. I have the peach palette, which I just got. Girl, oh my gosh. I just used it one time already and I'm in love with it, to be honest. Like, look at this. The mirror just makes it. Oh, there I am. But the mirror just makes it, and you get so many more shadows in this palette than you do in her other ones. But I also have her Burgundy palette, which I got a really long time ago, like when it first came out. And it doesn't have the mirror, which kind of sucks. But yeah, so let's start this video. So I'm going to start with the peach palette, or the Royal Peach palette. There are 12 shades in this mother, and a brush. So I was pretty impressed. I just fell in love with it. As soon as she released it, I really, really wanted it, but it was so much money. So I was like, not about that life. But whenever she does have a sale, I am on it because her products are really high quality, and that's the best advice I can give you. Like, I can go on and on. I probably will in another video about how expensive her products are, but honestly, they work, so it's worth it. So to go on with this review, I love how this feels. Like, it's so heavy and it just looks expensive and feels expensive. Like, girl, this is it. Like, I love the magnet. Like, you can hear it. I love the magnet. And these colors just like made me fall in love. Like, look at this. The scheme is so unique, and I love the sparkly green, and I love the purple, and this blue. You know, I'm scared to try it out. I'm going to try it out today, but I'm really scared, but I think I can make it work. So it also comes with this brush that goes in this little slot. It's so cute. Like, she has display perfect, like packaging perfect. I love it. The rose goldy. It says like Kylie Jenner on the brush, and let's see here on this brush. I used this last night and it doesn't hold product to save your life. It honestly doesn't. I was using some of the sparkly shades, like I was using the purple and the green. Does not hold. Not even any fallout, nothing. Like, it just, like, I dipped it in and I put it on my eye and it just was still on the brush. And I was just like, Kylie, what are you playing me, girl? Like, what are you doing? So that is one thing that I'm very disappointed in. But once again, I love the mirror. I love everything about this one. And I'm just going to swatch a few shades. I'm going to try and do like this little look with this palette. Got a little closer so you guys can see me better. I'm going to use her Kylie brush because your girl's struggling. I've got literally 6 brushes, eyeshadow brushes now. I need help. Morphe, please help me. But, so I'm going to start with this peachy look. I'm gonna use this brown shade called, I think it's called Crush. I don't know. I'm gonna use this and put this on the brush. Honestly, there is nothing on this. Like, that orange color is from yesterday. Like, I literally am tapping this in here and nothing gets on this brush. I mean, like a little bit, but not as much as it should. So I'm just gonna take this color and put it all over my crease. That worked out pretty well. Like, it holds a lot of product, but not really. Like, if I use my other brush, here, I always use this blending brush for my creases and my base colors. So I'm just gonna dip that in here like I did with that one. I mean, look at all that. That is literally all product on my brush. So I'm gonna do that on the other eye. Okay, so this is the side I blended out with this brush, and this is the side with the Kylie brush. And I just could get so much more blending out of this brush, so, but you know, it came with a palette, so I'm gonna use it. Also, one thing I wanted to add about this brush is it kind of hurts when you put it on your crease. It's uncomfy. I don't want that on my face, okay? Okay, so now I'm gonna take this coral color that I fell in love with as soon as I got it because it's not a shimmer. I love mattes. You can just blend them so much easier than the shimmers. I always have to put setting spray on my brush to make the shimmers really pop because you know I'm all about that flamboyancy. So this shade is called Royal. Okay, so I'm going to be using Royal and I'm just going to dip it in here. Okay, see? It just depends on what color it is. I've got a lot on here. And I'm going to blend that also. So I'm just putting it on top of Crush, like in the same places. See, like that one I dipped it in once and it didn't do anything. So, you know I'm all about that pigment. So these colors are really pigmented and blendable. This is what Royal looks like on the eyes. Here we go. I see a look. I see a look forming. Okay, so now to make this look a little bit more blended out and a little bit more peachy, I'm going to use this color Duke, this light color Duke, and just blend it out and kind of move it toward my eyebrow, up more toward my eyebrow to get color up there. And whenever I'm doing my eyeshadow, I always start on the outer edge more because I leave the inner side by kind of like the crease of the eye for the glitter shades. I am in love with this color. It's really looking peachy. I was gonna buy her Dirty Peach matte liquid lip, but with my skin tone, I honestly don't think I'd look good with peach lipstick on. So, that color blended out really nicely. Like I really have this soft blend all the way up on both eyes. Go wet this fat, like kind of flat Bare Minerals brush, and then I'm gonna dip it in this shimmery shade, Queen Bee, and put it all over my inner corner. And you guys, this is just how I do my makeup. Like, don't hate, but like haters gonna hate. I don't know why you're watching this video if you're just gonna trash on the way I do my makeup, but so yeah, I'm just gonna dip it in like this and make sure it's covered all the way. Ooh, look at that pigment. Okay, I see you, Kylie. And I normally just pat it at first so it really gets in there and then I start blending it out. This is a really subtle look, which I normally don't do, but you know, it's good to try new things. And I put it over the top of my lid a little bit, so whenever you open your eye, you can still see the shimmer. But wow, look at that. Look at that pigment. I love it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take her brush again and use this color. I always forget its name. Duke. I'm gonna use Duke and just blend the inside out a little bit more so it doesn't look as rough. I'm gonna take my blending brush that I got from Ulta. What are you gonna do? I'm just gonna use those same colors that I put on the crease and draw it back so it connects. I drew out my bottom eye. Kind of looks like I have a pink eye, but that's gonna change. Wet this brush a little bit, like I always do with my metallics. This is a Bare Minerals Heavenly Liner blending brush. So I'm just gonna take the purple shade Magito, no clue. And I'm just gonna tap it in there so I get some product. Lots of product because, anywho. So I'm just gonna put it in the middle of my eye, kind of right under my waterline, so I can get that purple sparkle. And this is applying very well. It's almost like a purple highlighter. So it's not looking as drastic as I wanted it to, like at all. So I'm just gonna layer it a little bit. A lot. Okay, so I just put it under my waterline. It's really hard for you guys to see. This is the final look. I honestly love her eyeshadows. This palette really impressed me, other than the fact that if you don't wet the brush first for the metallics, they don't really show up. I'm gonna use her brush. I just kind of wipe it on a towel if I use like this pink shade before and just kind of get the excess product off. And then I'm gonna dip it in this green shade and show you guys. Okay, so I just put that in there a lot, and you honestly, like, yeah, there's product on there, but it's not a whole lot. So I'm just gonna put it on my arm. I mean, come on, Kylie. Like, you guys even see that? I put that right here. There is no pigment, it's literally just sparkles. So that's what I'm saying about her metallics. You need to wet the brush or else, girls, you're not getting anywhere. So I'm just gonna clean that one off and then I'll swatch this blue one because I'm very curious as to whether this is what it's called. I've been saying the shades backwards. This is Royal and this is Peachy. Do you go to high school, Tiffany? I don't know. So I'm just going to tap the brush in twice. Holy mother. Oh my gosh. Okay, blue. I see you. So I'm just going to do the same thing right next to the green for the blue. Okay, there's definitely some fallout. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like as I brush it on my hand, the excess product comes out in a dust. That's weird. I don't dig that. I don't dig. But yeah, so there's definitely more product on this one, and I feel like if you put it on your eye, it's gonna work. You definitely need to layer it though. Yeah. Like, you can layer it. I don't know, people don't normally swatch eyeshadows on their wrists, but that's what's happening with me right now. Let's move on to the Burgundy palette. So this palette, I got it whenever it first came out, and this thing is small. Like, it looks really big in the picture. Like, it looks as big as my head, obviously. It is so small. I was so disappointed whenever I opened this. I was like, what? There's only 9 shadows in here, which is ridiculous for the price, honestly. And there's no mirror. Like, Kylie, come on. Like, when she added the mirrors, they were so much better. When I'm on the go, like, and I'm putting on some eyeshadow, I'm gonna be like, what do I look like, bitch? Like, where am I? I'm lost. I need a damn mirror. Palette, it's not, her small palettes are like, the pigment and the eyeshadows are great. The same thing with the metals. I always wet the brush with the metals. I've dug into this palette a little bit. Like, I use the metallics a lot, and I use this shade as a highlighter shade at the top. Take this shade, I'm pretty sure it's called Naked because I used it so many times. I'm going to dip it in this one. I always use this to highlight my brow bone, and I'm just going to do it at the top here. I'm going to use my blending brush and kind of just blend it out a little bit. Not all up in your face, even though I like that. So you can see the highlight a little bit. I also use this middle shade, Beach, so much for a base color and a blending color. I wanted to grab the peach palette to show you guys the size. So here's the peach palette, huge. Okay, huge. Burgundy palette, very small. I mean, it takes up half of this, and it's so much skinnier. That means less product. Yeah, I don't really like her like little ones. I feel like she can make them bigger. I mean, I guess they're cute for like, oh, burgundy, you get the burgundy look. Oh, you get the blue honey look. Oh, you get the bronze look. I mean, that's perfect, but I can buy a huge Morphe palette for $28 with like 30-something shades. So, Kylie, where you at? I really like the Burgundy palette if you're just looking for that one look, but honestly, I would not get this if you're willing to save your money. It is so small, and ooh, the eyes are cute though. Like, hi, how are you? My final opinion on her eyeshadows, these, if you want to save your money, girl, don't get it. Just go and get a palette that has like 20,000 shades in it and use it because they probably have these shades in it. But her peach palette is so cute. I got it. Honestly, I got it when she had a sale, obviously, because very expensive. I recommend always getting her stuff when there's a sale because there's so many things that she has to offer, like so many products that are really good that people just spend a lot of money buying cheap stuff that doesn't work for a long time and then they have to throw it out. So that's the end to this video, and how about you do a little typey poo and subscribe and go follow me on Instagram, Tiff_the_zip99, and I'll see you on the next one.